Hey folks, so I just got back into cycling after about 15 years away, and all my stuff is really old, so I needed a GPS, and I was looking at the Garmin 520 and the Wahoo Elemnt Bolt. There's a lot of terrible reviews out there on the Bolt, in my opinion done by people who are used to the Garmin system and get onto a Bolt and they don't know what to do. I think it's a misrepresentation, so I'm just going to let you know what the best thing and the worst thing is about the Bolt after having used it for a few weeks now. I bought it mainly for navigation. I don't know the area I live in as well as I should, and it actually prevents me from riding because I always have to be back for something. So I wanted turn-by-turn navigation, and I think in many ways it does it better than the Garmin 520. I can pull out my phone right now, look at a Google map, drop a pin, have Wahoo calculate a bike-friendly route, and then drop that straight to my Wahoo immediately, and then follow that home. That for me is just fantastic. It means I can ride carefree. Unfortunately, I can't play with that route, move it around. It just gives me the route that it gives me. And if I get really lost, I can just tell it to take me back on the route I've been on, send me back home. So that's working out pretty well, but here's what's not so good. What they don't tell you on the website, unless you really read the small print, is that turn-by-turn directions are only available on maps created in RideGPS and Komoot. I create rides in the Strava builder because it's easier. I don't need a lot of functionality. I just need my route, and when I use that on my Wahoo, it's not turn by turn. I have to look at the Wahoo to see when the turn is coming up, and basically I just have to follow the chevron line, which is crappy because I have to keep looking down at the Wahoo, at the Bolt all the time. And if I miss it, if I miss the turn, I get all this beeping and these red LEDs to say I've gone off course, but it doesn't tell me how or when, or I have to turn around and look at the map and figure it out. So, easiest solution is to start building my routes on RideWithGPS, or the other one, which I might start doing, but I shouldn't really, I don't know, I guess it's probably not Wahoo's fault. It's probably Strava that doesn't embed the turn-by-turn into the GPX file properly. I'm sure there's a good explanation for it, but it was just a bit of a shock when I bought this thing for GPS in the first place. Alright, well look, let me show you it before I sign off. Makes you look nice. And there's my map. Alright folks. Oh, the second best thing about the Wahoo is that it's significantly newer than the Garmin 520. The technology's newer, everything's newer. I suspect it's faster. No, it doesn't have a color screen, but I feel that it should be more future-proof in terms of hardware. I can't back that up, but look, if the tech is 2 years newer, then you would think you're going to get some additional benefits in terms of usability and scalability. Alright folks, happy riding.